Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. Well, welcome all the new subscribers. Here we talk about homesteading and prepping, hydroponics, growing food, crazy dogs, and soon to be talking about pigs. Now, once again, this is a channel to show you how to get started and hopefully be a good example of not being afraid to try something new, and abundance. And that's what I want to talk about a little bit today. But once again, it's what we're trying to show you is we're not afraid. Well, we're always afraid, we're always cautious, but to move forward and try new things like growing food, raising animals, building things. And we're just your average Joes. And that's what our channel is all about, is hopefully we inspire you to go make that first step. Build that little garden in your yard, put something on your porch, get a tower, maybe raise your first pig, get a couple chickens, anything that you can help with your abundance. And so I want to go back into the house really quick and show you something. So guys, I'm back in the kitchen really quick. Our kitchen's a wreck because we've been cooking, but I want to show you what we got. We're closing down our NFT system, our second one. So the NFTs are completely shut down, but gosh, we shut that thing off, and Sherry and I were out there and going, oh, there's a whole bunch of peppers out here. So jalapenos, look at that. That was, if we hadn't picked those, they'd gone to waste. We found a lot of peppers, roasting peppers too. Plus we got more peppers in the refrigerator. Sherry did 10 pounds of tomatoes, and we've been cooking those down to make more sauce. And yeah, it's like, this is what she's getting out of the freezer. Lots of abundance. So anyway, so today is kind of a pepper day and cinching down the tomato sauce. And then later on today, I think Sherry and I are going to take a look outside, look at the yard, and kind of get a battle plan for our cover crop, if we get enough time. But let's go back outside. Alrighty guys, out the back door this time. So today is inspired by our minister a little bit, abundance. And he was talking about how we all contribute to God's message, God's just giving people a chance to know Him, and also how we help each other and how we do things to help start a chain reaction. Well, I want to talk about food. Now our garden's done. It's totally done. Everything's here. We'll just have to start stripping out. We had so many banana peppers that we just couldn't eat anymore. We took a lot and we preserved a lot. We didn't do so good on corn, but that was a learning lesson. All the NFT systems are now down. No more till spring. And which is good because I could use a break from taking care of all those. We still got to pull the potatoes out of these bags. And if anything has gone too far, we share it with the animals. But my point is we're in October, and let's go in the greenhouse. So I got a tomato. So yesterday I went in and topped all the tomato plants to give them more energy to take care of the bottom fruit, to see if I can ripen a couple more before these plants are gone. But the abundance, that's kind of what I want to talk about, is Sherry and I, rough and tumbly, kind of built some things like the greenhouse and stuff. And I've talked about this before. We were overwhelmed with tons of food, and we preserved the best we could with our skills, which are weak. But the point is we can feed extra people and share extra food. What if everybody in our community and in beyond was able to one person really makes a lot of tomatoes, and another person makes tons of potatoes, and another one makes a bunch of green beans, and we all shared. The abundance would be amazing. I don't feel like the work was that hard to have the abundance that Sherry and I got this year. And we're grateful and we're thankful. And we try to share when we can. Sometimes I gotta figure out how to reach people, because I've still got abundance. And it's October. You saw all those peppers. Look at all that lettuce. And yet I can't seem to give it away. I gotta do better. And share it. And the tomatoes this year, oh my gosh, we had tons of tomatoes, and we did get some out to people, not people in need, just people that could use abundance in some couple of things we may be growing, so they can focus on other things. And that's what I really feel like my message is here, is trying to show everybody you can create abundance in your yards, small yards or big yards. And next year we're going into a whole new abundance of the pigs and meat birds. And so we're going into a new level of growing animals and taking their lives to preserve them to feed us. And so we now got the responsibility of creating a good living environment, give them shelter, get them food, give them abundance of food, of grasses, and let them live a great and wonderful life instead of cooping them in little cages and stuff. And then when we go to take their lives in relationship to our Lord, we will make sure and be grateful for what they're giving us, the food becoming our food. And that we do everything humanely and we do it responsibly. And that's our goal, and that's what we want to show on this channel. That yes, you can grow food, and yes, you don't have to deal with the animal factor. But eventually, to really be a balanced homestead to us, we are meat eaters. We want to know and go through the process of raising our own food. And that'll start off with chickens, and that'll start off with pigs. And learn the abundance, how much abundance we'll get out of that, and yet still hold the responsibility to be good caretakers. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, was abundance. And everybody could have this abundance. Everyone can have this abundance one way or another, whether you live in an apartment, a townhouse, a condo, a house, a small lot. You can create abundance. It may not be in all the foods you eat, but a lot of it you could substitute buying stuff from the grocery store and growing it yourself. Once the hardware is in place, you just maintain it. So yeah, floating rafts, by the way, are amazing. But yeah, so it's kind of sad that we had all this abundance, but we preserved it. And so we'll have abundance again next year. And so this time it will be done with meat, chickens, and also pigs. So it's very exciting. So, and Sherry and I are up for the responsibility of being good caretakers. We won't be perfect, we won't make mistakes, but we got to learn, and we got to try and go in with the right mindset that these are God's creatures. They're designed for us to use, but we also have the responsibility of giving them a good life, full bellies, good shelter, and let pigs be pigs and chickens be chickens. So yeah, that's kind of my message today. So let's see what else goes on today. So one of the things that's always important on a homestead is never throw away your scrap wood. And Sherry's dad never threw his away either. So it gives us the opportunity to have a little bit of scrap stuff back here. So what I'm looking for is these logs right here are will work really good for skids on our pig pen. So I'm probably going to grab two of the best ones I got, But look here, I've still got little pieces of wood here that may come in handy for projects just like we're doing today or this week. And so I'm going to use 2 of those for skids, and then I'm going to use regular new lumber for the rest of the pig shelter I'm building. They're just little A-frames, but I want something that's they're actually I think they're pressure treated already, and will save us a lot of money. I don't know what a 4x4 costs nowadays, but they're probably $8 to $10 a piece, so that'll save me 20 bucks just by using some scrap. And I haven't been back here for a while, so it's kind of good. Another thing we have is a lot of extra fencing wire and a lot of stakes. These are pretty tall ones too. And I've had some extra landscaping tubing over here in the corner, and I have used some of that. So, and then we put a lot of our scrap wire back here too. So yeah, you always want to keep your stuff. You never know what project's coming up that'll work good. We have another little stack of wood over there. Not as good as that stuff. And we actually got 3 different locations for scrap wood. Oh, and we got our own on the side of the house, which is newer wood. So yeah, in fact, let's take a look over there and see what I got for resources. Yeah, one of the other biggest resources, and most homesteaders know this, is pallets. They come in handy for all kinds of stuff. So always keep your pallets. And of course I take all of our newer wood and keep them over here on this side of the house for little projects we're doing. Especially I've got some 2x12s and 2x6s scrap wood over here that will come in handy for just little dumb projects. You just be surprised how often you would use this kind of stuff. So guys, keep your wood. It will come in handy someday. So guys, that's what I got for today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please take the time to like and subscribe and share our videos all over. In the description, say hello below. And tell us who you are and what you're up to and what you'd like us to talk about. And once again, I bet you there's things here I walk by that you may have questions about and I don't even think about it. So let us know in the description. So guys, be abundant. Step up, try some new things. And I can guarantee on this channel, there's always going to be some new project that we're working on that's brand new to me and Sherry. And we'll learn how to do it. We may have a couple of fails, but eventually we'll be good at it. So guys, have a great day and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.